It's now time to create a title block sheet for our floor plan. So I'm going to come down here to Sheets and right click and go to New Sheet. I'm going to choose the B11 by 17 horizontal title block, but if it's not in the list, then I can hit Load, scroll down to Title Blocks, and I can load the B11 by 17 horizontal title block right here. But since it already is loaded, I'm just going to cancel this and select the appropriate title block. Now, this project has already had a title block created, and so my name and the project name are already in this field right here. I just need to manipulate these ones right here. So this one is going to be the floor plan, project number, whatever. We don't need to put anything there. The date has been saved from my last time. You can keep it that way. The author is your name. And the checked by is going to be my name. And again, my name is here twice, but my name, the teacher's name, would be the checked, and the drawer would be you, so this would be your name. Okay, so now I'm going to put on my floor plan, and the floor plan for floor is right here, so I'm just going to click and drag it over here. And it's now attached to my mouse. You can actually see if I move my mouse that there's a line coming across the screen. So I'm going to place it right there. And I'm also going to click the view when I'm done. Right click it, and I'm going to go to Activate View. Now I'm going to click this floor right here, and I'm going to right click it and go to Hide and View Elements, because I don't want to see the floor, I just want to see this floor plan. I'm also going to right click one of these trees and go to Hide and View, Category, and instead of hiding just this one tree, Category will hide all trees. So now all the trees are gone. And the last thing I'm going to do while my view is activated, I'm going to go down here to the scale to make it larger. So if I click here, a list will pop up, and right now I'm at 1/8 of an inch equals 1 foot. So if I go up, then it will increase in size, and if I go down, it will decrease in size. So let's say that I go up 2 or 3. Let's go to 3/8 equals 1 foot. And you'll actually notice that the thing popped out of view. It actually went up here. So don't be alarmed if it leaves your view. It just means that it kind of went out of view right here. And I'm going to actually make this even larger. I'll go to 3 inches equals 1 foot. And now it's actually too large. You can see it in comparison to my title block. So I'm going to drop down to perhaps 1 inch equals 1 foot. And now that I have it at 1 inch equals 1 foot, I'm going to test this size. I really actually don't think this is going to work, but I'm going to right click and deactivate the view. And then I'm going to drag the view into place, and yes, it is too large for the title block. So now I'm going to right click and activate the view again, and I'm going to go back and change this to something smaller, maybe 1/2 inch equals 1 foot. And again, it has disappeared, but if I just scroll out like this, then I can see the view is down here. I'm going to right click and deactivate the view and move the view on top of my title block. And it looks like I've gotten a pretty good sizable view here for what I want to represent. And I actually want this view to be a little bit smaller than the actual title block because, and I'm using my arrow keys to nudge this in place, but because I'm actually going to add some dimensions to this. But first, I want to move this label so that it's on my page. All of this is just not going to be viewed on the title block. So in order to move the label, I want to make sure that I've selected nothing. So I've clicked here, nothing is selected currently, and I'm just going to click and drag this title, this little title of what I'm putting on here, onto the sheet. Now again, and I'm going to undo that, if I have selected my floor plan and I come down here to move it, I'm actually going to move the floor plan and the label. So I'm going to undo that. Don't do it that way. Click so that nothing is selected, and then come down here and drag the title back on to the sheet like this. Okay, now I'm going to zoom back in, and the title is going off the page. So this time I am going to click on the floor plan, and now I have a little blue dot that showed up. This is something that I can use to drag in. So this time I've clicked on the actual floor plan, and now I'm going to drag this line in like so. Okay, now what I'm going to do is right click and activate the view again. So now I've activated the view, you can tell because I have the scale again, but I'm not going to change the scale this time. What I'm going to do is go up to annotate, and I'm going to choose aligned, and this is going to allow us to add dimensions to our walls. So I'm going to click on this line and come across and click on this line, and this is going to give me the total length. And then I'm going to click on this line and this line, and it's going to give me the length to that wall. And then I'm going to click on this middle line to this middle line, and that's going to give me the length of this wall. And I'm going to click on this line and this line so that I have all of my walls dimensioned. So now I've got my 16 by 12, my 8 foot here, my 7 foot 6 inches there, and that looks pretty good. So I'm going to right click and cancel, right click and cancel. If I now click this number right here it says 3/32 Arial. That's the size. If I go to edit type, I can change the size of the font by scrolling down to text size. Right now it's 3/32 of an inch. So we can change this to whatever number we want. Let's say that we want to make it 1/4 inch. I'm going to hit apply. And now all of my text is 1/4 inch, and it's easier to read. This is how you do some basic dimensioning of your walls. We'll be doing more dimensioning on future projects, but this is just the basics on how you can dimension the walls. But this would be a good title block. I'm going to right click and deactivate the view. And now my title block is complete. I'm actually going to move this floor label just below my floor right here. I actually did it incorrectly there, as you can see. What I want to do is make sure that I've selected nothing. Now I'm going to select and drag this over, and now it's in place. Okay, so let's go ahead and save this. And I'm going to go up to File, Print. I'm going to choose PDF. This time I'm going to name it Shed Floor Plan. And I'm going to hit OK. And I'm going to hit Save.